Shalom, shalom. All right, there we go. It's perfect. All right, so let's get to it. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, giving a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, around the brother Zion. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and right now I'm just pulling up the book of Obadiah, because we're gonna read the book of Obadiah and talk about Esau Edom in the end of his reign. All right, Esau Edom in the end of his reign. All right, and through the spirit, the book of Obadiah, the prophet Obadiah, he was given a very small book, but he was given a heavy portion of the spirit. All right, the book of Obadiah is one chapter, but it's heavy. It basically gives you a future prophecy, and it lets you know what's going to happen to the children of Edom. All right, in the latter times. And the book of Obadiah basically tells us how they're going to be exterminated, and how their spirit is going to be, basically put out the earth. All right, because of what they've done, primarily the violence against our brother Jacob. Now, I'm gonna start at verse 1. All right, it's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, "The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord concerning Edom." All right, so right off the bat, it's letting you know that this chapter is concerning the children of Edom, the Edomites. All right, which just happens to be the nation of people, all right, who Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has promised no mercy to. All right, he didn't promise mercy to the nation of Edom. Okay, his indignation would burn toward the nation of Edom forever. Okay, the Lord actually hates you Edomites. Okay, he created one vessel to honor and one vessel to dishonor, and you are the vessels of dishonor. All right, it says, "We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" Okay, so the Lord is ultimately speaking about your pride. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. That's why you believe that you can somehow upset the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You believe that you could somehow, take his people away from him, right? Like it says in Ezekiel, I believe it is, these two sticks. Basically, you believe that you took the Lord's people, okay, which was all by prophecy, by the way. All right, the Lord gave us over to your hands. You ain't do shit on your own, man. The Lord had to put the spirit on us to make us weaker, so we could basically be submissive to you. Okay, because ultimately the nation of Edom are a bunch of pussies, man. All right, they're a bunch of pussies. Okay, they're weak-minded, they're feeble. A lot of homosexuality activity going on with you Edomites. You Edomites ain't tough, man. The only reason why you have the spirit that you have on you is because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave you the power. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. So the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right, and that's you ultimately your habitation. All right, Mount Seir, you was up in the mountains and the caves. All right, you're basically a bunch of cave men, women, and children. Okay, who just so happens to have the rule over the earth right now. All right, but the Lord is getting ready to take that power seat from you, and you going right into captivity. Okay, pursuant to Jeremiah 30 and 16, Isaiah 14 and 1. and many other precepts. All right. Revelation, what is it, 13, 9, and 10? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, I believe. All right. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's basically a question. But the answer to that is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is gonna bring your ass down. That's why your society is crumbling right now. That's why everybody in the world can feel how thick it is in the air that something is getting ready to happen to this place. Something's getting ready to happen. Everybody's blaming Trump for everything, not knowing that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is in control. He's controlling the elites to control the society. All right, but the fall of your empire is here. All right, the fall of your empire is right before our eyes, man. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because it's the timeline of the Most High. All right, it's about to be the time for Babylon the Great to be thrown down. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. All right, and we all know, all right, this is basically Israelite 101, that the eagle is the symbol for America, right? The eagle was also the symbol of Rome. Today, the eagle is also the symbol of Germany. All right, so that eagle has always been around you, Edomites. It's always been symbolic with your kingdoms. Okay, and the eagle is basically, known for its strength. All right, it's one of the highest flying birds. It's basically a symbol of strength because those eagles, man, they have a lot of the actual bird. The eagles have a lot of great features, man. They could see really good. They got those claws. They could see from miles away. Hell, an eagle could pick up a small kid, man. You know, so the eagle is basically symbolic of strength. I'll say that. All right, and that's how America. That's the symbol for America. That's basically been the symbol for the Edomites for a few of their kingdoms. You know, today America, Germany. You know, um, Salakia. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And we always used to talk about his space stations, how he basically controls certain things in the sky, satellites, right? He basically has different, they got that saying that Big Brother sees everything, you know. But who gave him that technology? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Who gave him the technology to put the space stations and the satellites above the earth? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's small to the Lord. That's nothing, you know. His AI that he has, his artificial intelligence that he has, the Lord gave him that power, man. But those are things on a very, very small level that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has given him. That's nothing compared to what the Lord is going to give his men. All right. It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? Why? Because that's all Esau Edom does is steal. Steal, kill, destroy, corrupt. All right. Every time he rules a kingdom, that kingdom is built off wickedness. All right. He steals other nations' resources. All right. That's why it says in Job, he has swallowed down riches, but he's going to ultimately vomit them up. You steal nationality. You steal resources. You steal oil. You steal, you steal identities, which is nationalities. All right. You steal inventions, creations, and you put your stamp on them as if you are some smart, this great man, but you're really nothing but a damn devil, man. And that's why everything that you've done in the past is coming back on you now. That's why your society is crumbling. That's why you starting to face them curses. Okay? That's why you on TikTok crying that one job ain't enough. Now you Edomites are starting to feel the curses. Now you Edomites are starting to feel what it's like to catch hell in society, right? Because the Lord is bringing you down, and your beloved society, man. It says Salakia. If thieves came to thee, and robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And this is also in the book of Jeremiah. All right. It says, and I believe the apostles basically was breaking that down years ago when it says, when you would pick a cluster of grapes, this was like in the ancient world when you because it used to take two strong men to carry a cluster of grapes. That was the size of the fruit, you know. So it would take, it ain't like today where you go to the grocery store, you pick up a little ass bag of GMO grapes. Back then they said it took a strong man or two strong men to carry a cluster of grapes, and I believe it because everything was pure. But the grapes that would fail or fall, you would leave those grapes for the poor, right? It's for people who couldn't eat. That's why it says that. You know, if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And the answer to that is through the Holy Scriptures. He's been found out and searched out via the Holy Scriptures. The prophets going out there, the men of the Lord, teaching his word, all right, exposing him, basically saying, no, you are the Edomites. You're not white people. You're not you're not German. You're not from Turkey. All right, you know, Australian. No, you're Edomites, man. You're the children of Edom. Just like we claim that we're the children of Israel, you are the children of Edom. And you tried to hide from that name for centuries, man. Okay? You called yourself Greeks, you called yourself Romans. Now you call yourself Americans, you know? No, you're Edomites. Even the so-called Jew, he tried to run from his nationality from being an Edomite and said that he's the people of the Lord. And now you got these devils saying that the small hats are saying that the Palestinians are Amalek. So you really running from that name. No, they're not Amalek. Your ass is Amalek, man. Okay? That's Ishmael and Elam and whatever they are, mixed in. But primarily Ishmael and Elam, man. Your ass is Amalek. You're the children of Edom. All right? You constantly trying to run from your name. But in these latter times, the prophets are putting, they're stamping your nationality back on you, man. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him, because the scriptures tell us, therefore the nations have drunk enough of wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the men that were at peace with you, now they're realizing, man, this dude is the damn devil. He'll steal from you. All right, he'll take from you. He'll come in your land. He'll, if you got a leader that's standing up for the people and they don't want to get with his program, they'll do away with that leader, get rid of him, X him off the earth, put their puppet in there, and now you got their puppet running the show. That's how Esau operates, man. So the other nations really don't want nothing to do with you. They probably only deal with you because of certain business transactions. But ultimately, they know that you're not right, man. The whole world is waking up to your wickedness. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? So ultimately, what? The Lord has an issue with you. Okay? He has a bone to pick with you. All right? And once this place is destroyed, you are going into captivity. You can't escape it. All right? I don't give a damn how many videos Vocab Malone does. I don't give a damn how many people they send to the camps to try to so-called debunk us. You're not going to change what the prophecy says, man. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. All right? And Teman is basically the wise men of Edom. Okay? It says, thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, every single one of you. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So all the wickedness that you've done against Jake, all the poisons you put in the foods, all right? all the GMOs, all the water pollution, you know, the air pollution, the slavery, the captivity, the what is it in Psalms 83? Um, I forgot how it goes. Being Slakia, being Confederate, the Confederacy against us, plotting on how to keep us down as a nation. All of that, man. You gotta pay. All right. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Because ultimately, you're not realizing that you're dealing with the Lord's people, his actual people. Okay? According to the flesh. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. And this was all the Lord's prophecy. It was no mistakes. Yahweh Shem Yahshai know exactly what he was doing. But remember, this is his movie. But thou shouldest have not looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those in his arms that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is what he's a righteous judge. Okay, so the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. And that kind of goes into Psalms 83. Because it speaks about the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites. You know, it goes into all the other nations. You know, that's the day of the Lord. Because once Yahweh Shai returns, you know, you heathen, you Edomites, you're gonna be being destroyed. Societies are gonna be collapsing. There's gonna be a war, right? And that's the day that you're gonna be taken out of power. Once Yahweh Shai returns, that's the end all be all for this devil, man. All right, that's why the scriptures tell us Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. If you other nations are really just living in Esau's world, man. Because he's in control. That's why if you go all around the world, business tire is suit and a tie. That's Esau shit. So the other nations are basically just following suit. You know? You got the so-called Moabites, they in a suit and tie. You know? Certain nations don't wear it. Like if you go over like the certain Ishmaelites, you know, they'll wear their basically attire. You know, their, you know, so-called garments or whatever with the head wraps. But for the most part, a business look is a suit and tie. All right? And that's Esau shit. It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. And upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. That's Israel. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So that, hey, Obadiah verse 17 basically tells you where the deliverance is coming from, upon Mount Zion. Not all nations, not all people. No, salvation is of the Jews. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai have spoken it. Okay? And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai have spoken it. And that's a heavy, heavy statement. That's why I said Obadiah was given a one chapter, but he was given some heavy, heavy statements and prophecies, man. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of the children of Israel shall possess the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shepherd, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. It says, and Savior shall come upon the Mount Zion, shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord. So you Edomites are going to be getting judged heavily, man. Heavily, heavily, heavily. And you rightfully so, you deserve it. All right. And that's, that's your downfall, because at the end of the day, you've done nothing but wickedness, man. Okay. And we can go on and on about what you've done. We could have a 4-hour video on the wickedness that you've done. All right. Your track record is bloody. Amos 1:11, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with a sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And the scriptures tell us about that perpetual hatred that you have towards us, man. Okay? The scriptures tell us how you and that's why when you see Jake get shot down in the streets of America or around the world, and it's filmed and it's for the world to see, and then you got, Jake family will come in front of the podium, the mom's crying. You got Reverend Al Sharpton or whoever the hell that one black lawyer or whatever he is. He's basically set up to pacify Jake. These Edomites are laughing at you, man, because they have a perpetual hatred. They don't give a shit about you. And that's what we try to get Jake to understand, is that, yo, you don't got to walk around the earth mad, right? Or cussing people out. But just know who your enemy is. Identify your enemy, man. Because the nation of Israel has enemies. All right? Esau knows who his enemy is, but Jake don't want to wake up to the fact that they have enemies. All right? Since we quoted it, let's get it real quick. That's all you got to do. Just know who your enemy is. Identify him. That's just using wisdom and being smart. Psalms 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be still, O power. For lo, thine enemies, it's telling us we got enemies. Thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So our enemies hate us, right? And we're supposed to hate our enemies. All right? Don't give me that, turn the other cheek. God doesn't hate. The Most High does hate. The scriptures say the Lord hateth sinners. Hey, King David said, do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. Right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. That's the word I was looking for earlier. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So these devils actually tried to cut us off as a nation. That's what slavery and captivity was all about. Stripping you of your identity, taking your language, separating you from your family, teaching you their ways. They was trying to cut us off from being a nation. That's the reason why niggas don't accept that they Israelites today, because they think they fucking American. or wherever you at. You might, I'm Cuban. I was born in Cuba. I'm Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica. I'm a Moor. I'm African. That's the doings that Yahweh Shem Shai allowed Esau to do, to break you up. Okay, not accept the fact that you were Israelite. That's how they cut us off from being a nation, man. That's why when the Lord is bringing back his elect today, now you got, hey, you got to basically have it up here. The Lord got to give it to you up here to receive it. And if you don't get it, that just means you're not of the elect. All right? Or some men come in this thing, they know that they're Israelite, they fall out, they believe they're something else again. Or they go back into the Christian church, or start teaching some wayward doctrine. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Meaning you're not going to accept the fact that you are Israelite. Right? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the ones who actually, the 1948ers today, right? The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Yeah, because you so-called small hats, you go back to Amalek, man, which is ultimately an Edomite. Ashur is also joined with them. They have Hoplan, the children of Lot, Salah. So yeah, they have come together with one consent. They're confederate against us to what? So the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. And like I said, that goes into captivity, because in certain captivities under the Edomites, we knew who we were, right? But in America, all right, we basically fell off as a people, you know. But yeah, man, this man is basically, he's pretty much done. Let's go here real quick, and then we'll close it up, because we basically went through Obadiah, right? I wanted to get a few more precepts. Because I said in the title, I said the fall of his reign, right? Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?" And Lucifer just means light bearer, by the way. "Son of the morning, how art thou cut off to the how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" This is talking about Esau. Okay? Him falling from heaven is him falling from his power seat, because heaven is a condition, if you will, just like hell is a condition. Okay? Right now, this is the heaven for the Edomites. The earth is given, the Most High gave him the power, uh, the glory, the light, the technology, the power over the food, power over the clothes. That's why in the curses it says that we was going to have to go to him and want for all things. The Lord gave him a heavenly state. Put him in heaven, put him over the whole world. But look what the devil does when he has the power. Look at what Esau does when he has the power. He shits the bed, man. Look at the earth. Look at the condition of the earth. You know, you got that blessing when Isaac gave you the blessing. All right, the fatness of the earth and all of that. Look what you did with your blessing. You shit the bed, Esau. All right. So, how art thou fallen from heaven? Meaning, how did you fall from your power seat? All right. It says, Salakia. O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Remember Obadiah, right? Though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. All right. What does it say in Isaiah? This is how you know it's talking about the same person. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, right? That's why he's trying to put that MOTB inside you, so he could basically claim your soul. Because the elites know if you take that C hit, the Most High is going to reject you. So they want to make you their property, right? He wants to show the Most High, look, I can make your people worship me. But the elect ain't going to bow, man. The elect ain't going for that bullshit. All right? No, we ain't going, Lord willing, we're of that number. I will ascend into the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, meaning the Lord's going to bring you down from your power seat into a hell-like condition. And your ass going to be up in captivity, man. Serving slavery. Okay? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Because they going to see you in your weak-ass caveman-like state. And they going to look at you like, is this the man? This nigga? You had to shave every day to hide the fact that you look like a damn caveman if you ain't shave yourself every day or groom yourself every day. Let you devils not shave or groom. You're going to look just like you did back up in Mount Seir. All right? That's why you push shaving on everybody. Make sure you shave. Come in clean shaven. You don't want you to grow your beard. You go to the military, they want you to shave your whole damn face off. This devil really don't care for facial hair, man, because he knows if he grows that shit out, he going to look like the damn Geico commercial, man. All right. Um, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? That did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. That's why I said you shit the bed when you got your turn, when you got your rulership. You shit the bed. You wasted the cities. All look around. Look at the cities across the world, primarily in Babylon the Great, because this is his beloved kingdom. It's a fucking concrete jungle with poison everywhere, chemicals everywhere. Chemicals in the food, air, water, you know? So you destroyed the cities, man. Look at the infrastructure. All right? Just look at the infrastructure. America's completely fallen. That did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. You know? And I'm going to skip to 21. All right, we know this one. Prepare slaughter for his children, for their iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay? So you Edomites that are back today, you got to pay the tab. Okay? You got to pay the tab because you are your forefathers in the reincarnation. Okay? Just like we're our forefathers in the reincarnation. All right? So with that, all right, Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Merkah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Lord willing, you were edified. All right, we'll see you brothers at camp tomorrow. So, shalom.